All right, guys, we are live. What's going on? And let's see, we got people hopping on right now. Super excited. And let's see who is on the live with us. I know Francis is joining us right now. We got other people hopping on as well from other locations, other places. And I'm super excited about tonight's topic because, and you know, guys, the reason why I'm going to talk about this is because I did a short video and we got a great response from it. So we want to really elaborate a little bit more on it so you guys can see where our mindset is at. All right, so my name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Ace Guzman.
And we are Ace and Rich.
That's right.
So welcome to Ace and Rich Live. So guys, we're going to talk about how residual income is literally killing your income to the point it's like flushing money down the toilet, okay? Or down the drain. So what happens is, you know, we actually start building a business with residual income and we get excited. We're like, oh, we can build, you know, residual income, you know, month in, month out and everything. And there's things that people don't tell you about residual income that I'm going to elaborate with you because we've been in businesses for years with residual income and we've built up a good, you know, substantial amount of income with it. However, it does not work as effectively unless there is a high ticket component on the back end.
That's right.
Right? So you know when we first met, you know, you were doing residual income with your business and I was doing residual income with my business. And we noticed that we could only make so much money.
Right.
Right?
There's a cap.
There's a cap.
There's a cap.
Think about this, right? You know, even with network marketing, MLM, look at what's going on right now. A lot of, you know, network marketing companies are changing their comp plans now, and they're doing this whole two-tier system like affiliate marketing like we've been doing for years already. Right? They're a little bit behind when it comes to that structure.
They're way behind.
Yeah, way behind.
Way behind.
So the problem is that people don't realize that a tier 2 system is good, but when you focus only on the MLM structure of residual, it's not going to be as easy as to build income fairly quickly.
Nope.
And why is that a problem? Everybody says, well, it's a 5-year plan, okay? No guarantees. It's a 5-year plan. You go out there, you build a network marketing business, some MLM business. And what happens is, after a while, people just start losing interest. People just say, you know, this is not working. I'm going to go to something else, right? Or they just quit and just give up hope altogether. And you got to understand something. It's very difficult to sustain a business model like that. And you might be saying, well, Rich, how do you know? Well, I mean, we've been doing this for so many years that, you know, the only way that we've been sustaining our business is by having a high ticket along with residual income.
Combined.
Now, I'm not knocking residual income. There's a place for it, but you can't rely on it.
No.
Okay? I know a lot of people are going to say, well, I built a network marketing business. Well, how's that worked out for you now? Businesses are shutting down left and right because it's only going to last for so long.
Yeah.
Okay? When you have a high ticket approach, you can make money up front to sustain your business as you grow. And think about this. There's people that are brand new that get started with you know, high ticket income, and that really is a great way to start their story and start building out their career credibility
Yes.
with affiliate marketing. All right? Because if you have no story, if you have no, you know, nobody knows who you are, what you've accomplished, what you've done, it's hard for that person to build trust with an audience out there on the internet.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like network marketing as well. When you go to network marketing events, right? People are like, oh, Google Gaga over these leaders and stuff like that. Why? Because they've already created their story. And that story is very, you know, magical to someone's eyes. Like, oh my God, like, wow, I want to have that lifestyle and everything else like that. But guess what? They started right from the very beginning, just like you did, right?
Sure did.
But it only lasts so long. Even when great leaders have to reinvent themselves over again and say, well, that business just kicked the bucket. I got to start a new one. So what they do is they drag everybody over there to the next business, and the cycle starts all over again. Okay?
And it's happening right now.
And it's happening right now. And the majority of people, unfortunately, they lose. Very small people, you know, small amount of people win. All right? So that's not really healthy for you when you're trying to grow your business and your story, because you need that hybrid approach where you're earning residual plus you're earning that high ticket as well, right? Let's face it. How many of you have been in a network marketing company and you were sold the dream and you're only making like, I don't know, $10 a month, $20 a month, and if you're lucky, $100 a month.
Uh-huh.
You hear that? If you're lucky, earning $100, about $100 a month. Now, we build a network marketing company, me and Ace. I won't say any names because I don't want to bash anybody, but we built a great company out there. And it was great. We had income going on for a while. We build with so many different Latin American countries. We build in Asia, and we build a worldwide team pretty much around the world. And even with that type of volume, our income was really not that great.
No.
I mean, what was it, like $500 a month?
Yeah.
Right?
Just about
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
And all the work and effort you put into it, and it's just ridiculous. So I want you to think about like what's possible for you. Like think about this: when you enter something, and you take action, and you make a sale, and you just made $1,000 with that one sale, right up front, right? The sale is still the same. It doesn't matter if you're selling something that's $10, $50, $100. Right? Or $1,000 or $2,000.
You told me that before, I remember.
I remember you were like, "What? Come on, I can't sell that."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, you can. The sale is still the same. It really doesn't matter." And you have to understand that. People think because it costs more, you can't sell it. It's false. Right? If the value is there, you're going to sell it. Okay? Now, I want you to think about this. In 2025, we're still in 2025. I want you to think about like what you can build for yourself in 2025. And think about like, okay, shift your mindset into profits. Now, I learned this from Mike Dillard.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Mike Dillard called it GPT, which is called Get Paid Today.
That's right.
Now, what does that mean? Does it mean get paid like right now? No, it just means you get paid like a high ticket commission. All right? Like you just made a high ticket commission sale. That means you want more money today.
Upfront.
You don't want to wait 5
Upfront.
years
Yes.
to earn $1,000 a month.
Exactly.
You want that $1,000 now, okay? Meaning you're not waiting down the road to build to that income. What you're doing is you're earning the upfront profits to start building your business. Now, what can you do with that upfront profit? You can start advertising. You can start building leverage in your business by building your list and building your audience to bigger numbers. Now you just leverage your business. And you did it a lot quicker. See, the reality is nobody wants to really go out there and pitch people, right? They don't want to go out there and be like, "Hey, you want to join my business?" They don't want to do that, even though they are sold the dream to do that. And the reality is there's ways of doing it in a way that is not pitchy, right? It's all about building relationships and everything else like that. But understand the majority of people don't want to do that. And this is why the majority of them fail. But when we look at this type of approach, and I'm going to call it a hybrid tonight, right? Let's call it a hybrid.
It is, yeah.
Because it really is a hybrid.
It really is. When you look at affiliate marketing nowadays, even though they say that there's no recruiting involved, which is BS, actually, if there was no recruiting involved, then why do you see so many posts out there asking you to join?
Exactly.
Come on,
So
hello.
think about it. You're worth. See, when people start to change their
Smoke and
mindset,
mirrors.
exactly. When
Yeah.
people start to change their mindset, and everybody here, all right, you're watching this live. When you start to change your mindset and realize that you're worth a lot more, okay, then you'll earn more. Because when you look at something that costs more, it doesn't mean that you can't sell that. It just means you don't think you're worth more, right? Because you were sold that, oh, well, you have to sell something with a smaller amount to build a residual income.
No, you don't.
To make more money. And again, I'm going to say this one more time.
Yeah.
The residual income, I'm not knocking it because there's a place for it, but you can't rely on that, okay? Now, let me go into the leaky bucket, all right? I made a video about this, and I've actually got a great response from it. I'm really happy about that video. And I want to just really elaborate on this because, so why is residual income really killing your income to the point it's just being flushed down the drain? It's because the more that you shove people into a residual business, what happens is there's people that are quitting at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now,
Yeah.
the leaky bucket syndrome comes from the analogy of you have a bucket and you fill water into that bucket, but unfortunately there are holes in that bucket. So what happens if you put water into a bucket that has holes? What's going to happen? The water's going to fall out the bottom, right? That's what happens with just relying on residual business, all right? That's what you're going to face. However, if you have a hybrid approach like we're talking about, and you start filling water into that bucket and the water's leaking out,
That's right.
It doesn't matter because you're still earning a higher percent of profit, so you can continue to fill that bucket. You see, it's very hard to fill the bucket that has holes when you're just relying on small amounts, right? Because if people are quitting, your
Yes.
income goes down, it's hard to really sustain it and keep growing it.
And I think a lot of people with the smoke and mirrors is they get so sold on the product itself, and they don't really realize that it's the compensation plan you need to be paying attention to, because that's where the smoke and mirrors come in. And you don't realize it until you start banking and you start creating all this volume, and then you go, well, wait a minute, what's this little ass check over here? What's this? And then you wonder, wait, I did all this work and this is all I get?
Yeah.
You see? You better wake up. And
Yeah,
that's what happened with the affiliate marketing industry.
Yeah.
Is, I think that's the reason why these affiliate marketers are looking at, MLM in a different point of view, because they're like, I don't want that business model. I love the product and it makes me lose weight, or it cleans my house or whatever. But the thing is, they don't like the business model. So what they rather do is they rather market that somewhere on the back end and market more of an affiliate high ticket on the front end.
Yeah, make it more generic. What
Exactly,
that does,
yeah.
it doesn't leave any money on the table.
For real.
And we'll go into that in a little bit, but let me just stick with the topic here.
Yeah.
So when that bucket is leaking, okay, you're losing money.
You
right?
are.
And you guys probably already dealt with this, okay? It's normal. It happens. And again, I learned this from Mike Dillon. I don't take credit for this. What happens is when you have a high ticket income, now you can start flooding more, putting more water in that bucket. So as it's leaking, it starts leaking a little slower. You guys get that? It starts leaking a little slower.
Now, when
And
Rich
this-
is talking about this water, we're not talking about sales. We're talking about leads.
Well, no, we are talking about sales.
We're talking about leads.
Well, we're talking about sales.
Okay, break it down for them, because they need
No,
to
no,
know
we're
the difference.
talking about sales.
They need to know the difference.
I explained it
Okay.
about sales
Okay.
from the very beginning. I think you're missing out.
Then go ahead and
Okay?
explain it to me. Then I want to know.
So again, when
you
you're bringing
know,
you're bringing people into the business. That's called you putting the people into that bucket.
Uh-huh.
And what happens is you're earning residual income, buyers. Okay?
Buyers.
So what happens is they're falling off the bottom.
Now you're speaking my language.
Right. They're falling off the bottom of that bucket. Okay? So this is what happens, and I'm using the analogy of using water. Okay?
Got
So
it.
the bucket, you've put the water in the bucket underneath. Get it now?
Get it?
The bucket, the water are the people, is your residual income. Okay? Got it?
Got
Get
it.
it?
Yes.
Good. So what happens is
Everybody got that.
when you just rely on the residual income, what happens is you're losing money. This is why you see people quit and do other things if they just have a residual income business. But when you have a hybrid approach like a high ticket with a residual, what happens is you could earn more profits, okay, to sustain that leaky bucket. Now, when you sustain it, you're building leverage in your business. You take that income, now you're adding more water to that bucket. Now the holes where the water's coming out starts to slow down. You get it? Because now you built more leverage in your business. Then not only are you putting people in, now you're putting even more people in. Then you don't even care if people fall off the bottom, right? You don't care about the holes anymore because you're flooding so much water
Right.
into that bucket, it's starting to sustain itself.
Exactly.
And it's very hard for a brand new person getting started in this business.
It is.
Right? When they start, getting going and they're building residual income, only a residual income, they're trying to make more money. And they're just getting started. They're putting people in, people falling out. Putting people in, they're falling out. Right? They're just losing interest and quitting.
And I have to say this, but if that person or that distributor that's involved in a network marketing opportunity doesn't have any real relationships with their customers, don't even think about going back to them and trying to move them over to another opportunity. Not going to happen.
The trust is lost.
Lost, man.
Yeah.
It's gone, man.
Yeah. So again, next time you think about your business, I want you to think about a hybrid approach. Now, what me and Ace has always done is that we always had a high ticket, we always had mid ticket and low ticket and residual, right? We've combined them all. Now, we do that with a funded proposal system that actually connects all the pieces together, right? So we're not missing any elements as far as cash flow, because you need cash flow for your business. See, one thing I learned a long time ago, you're going to lose either you're going to run out of leads or you're going to run out of money. This is what happens to a lot of business owners online. They either run out of leads or they run out of money.
Run out of money, that's right.
And it's just a vicious cycle. So that's why when we started doing more high-ticket affiliate marketing combined with the residual income, we were able to grow and sustain our business for many, many, many years.
Yeah, it's a strategic approach to creating that, that security.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You just rely on one and you're just throwing all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. And this is why, the way we coach people and we share this is that you must have this.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Because what you're doing is essentially you're creating your own ecosystem online. Right? You're not just relying on just a system,
Right.
You're relying on your own ecosystem that you just created.
Not just that, but when we work with people on our team, we don't just sign them up and have them as just regular affiliates of that individual program. We teach them how to create MSIs, which stands for an acronym for multiple streams of income. We want them to have multiple streams of income. See, we teach them how to be marketers, not just affiliates.
Right. When you're a marketer, I mean, you call the shots.
That's right.
Right? It's just like, are you building the business or are you building your business? It's a big difference, okay? If you're building the business, that's probably why you're struggling. But if you're building your business, that's why you're successful.
That's right.
So it's a different distinction there, all right? So, and we see a lot of people, struggle with this is because they're not really seeing the big picture. They're not seeing that how they can really build their ecosystem. And the ecosystem is phenomenal because, as you're earning that high ticket, as you're building residual as well, okay? You are adding other elements into your business that keeps growing your business and keeps flooding that bucket and that water starts getting slower and slower that's falling off the bottom, right? To the point that, again, it doesn't even matter if the bucket's leaking anymore because you have other things that are going on that's filling that void.
Now, this is pertaining to the network marketing business model.
Well, I mean, there are affiliates out there.
Some of them are kind of hybrids. They're like that.
Well, no, there are affiliate programs out there that just do residual.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not sustainable.
Just no network marketing or physical product mechanism to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when you look at a affiliate marketing program that has just residual, the problem is, and you're going to run into this, is that the only people that make the most money are the owners of the affiliate program, okay, that actually have all the affiliates running at the same time. So I want you to just imagine for a second that you have a residual income of just say, I don't know, $25. Let's just say $25. All right? We'll keep it very, very simple. Now, imagine having 10,000 affiliates in your own company running $25.
Think about that.
A month. A month. Okay? Tonight, guys, I'm going to turn you into a marketer. I want you to think like a business owner. I don't want you to think like an affiliate anymore. All right? You have your own business. You have you're earning $25 residual from 10,000 affiliates. Okay? You own this business and it's just residual. How much? Put it in the comments. How much does that equate to? $25 times 10,000 affiliates. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, guys. And you're gonna wonder why majority of people, the majority of most people, fail because they don't understand what's behind the Iron Curtain. And this is a month. This is a month, guys. Okay? So this is going to be a very...
I'm not a mathematician. I
No.
just had to go to the calculator.
But this is going to be a very valuable lesson for you.
it's a great takeaway.
So I want you guys to, in the comments,
Who got the
let
number?
me know.
Write it down.
Write it down in the comments. If you're earning $25 residual from 10,000 affiliates, you're the company owner, okay? You have all these affiliates running with
Do
you.
the math.
Okay? Do the math. 10,000 affiliates, okay? You're earning $25 from each affiliate a month. How much is that a month?
Nobody figured it out yet, or are they just still thinking about it?
Are you guys still thinking about it?
Because I already got it on the calculator.
I want you guys to really learn this tonight. Very valuable lesson.
Thank you, Francis. There we go.
Okay, Francis says
Participation. Thank you.
$250,000
That is correct.
a month.
That's correct.
So I want you to think about that. This is why, if you don't have a hybrid approach, it's very difficult to earn large, substantial amount of income. When people look at 10,000 affiliates, they go like, oh my God, right? But if you were a company owner of a business, right? It's
You wouldn't
easy.
be thinking like that.
It's easy for you to earn that kind of money. It's easy for
Exactly.
you to
Yeah.
earn 50,000 a month.
That's right.
100,000 a month. Right? It's easy. Because you have all that volume of people joining your company, right? You're paying them an affiliate commission, but they're getting a partial cut. It's all about volume. It's all about large numbers, guys. It's all about understanding the numbers. So when you look at that, why do you think it's important for you to have a hybrid approach? Now, let's talk about 10 people, okay? Just 10 people, and you just earn a $1,000 commission for 10 people. You just earned $10,000. Think about that. You see the difference? And you're still earning residual, right? Maybe a small amount of residual, but
Everybody got that?
okay. But you see what I'm saying? The importance of this is how me and Ace have earned 6 figures, 7 figures in this industry from that hybrid approach from in our own ecosystem.
That's right.
Okay? I want you to walk away tonight having this such big awareness like, oh my God. So business is a leaky bucket. Every business has a leaky bucket. But you got to think big. I'm going to give you another example of a leaky bucket. Okay? Me being a business owner, over the years, working at Best Buy for 8 years, okay? Best Buy is a leaky bucket as well. Why? Because when you walk in Best Buy, there's a lot of different types of products, right? There's low-ticket products, there's mid-ticket products, and there's high-ticket products. Well, what are the low-ticket products? The low-ticket products are when you go in, you buy DVDs. You buy, Blu-ray movies, right? You buy accessories. You buy mouses for your computer, right? You guys get it? That's a low ticket. But what happens when people look at mid-ticket? Oh, I need a hard drive for my computer. I need a printer. Or I need a laser printer, right? Now we're going up in price like $100, $200, right? Now what is the high ticket? Computers, right? Desktop computers,
TVs.
laptops.
Monitors.
Now we're going to, monitors.
Yeah.
Well, some monitors are like mid-ticket. But let's talk about high ticket.
Higher ticket. Big screen TV.
Big screen TVs.
Big screen TV.
I know this because I worked on all the departments.
Stereo systems, right?
And when I understood this business model,
Right.
it's the same thing online. But here's the powerful part I want you guys to get. Did you know that you can create your own ecosystem the way Best Buy does online? You're selling different price points of different products. Who's to say you can't sell a high ticket? Like a large screen TV. Except it's an affiliate program that sells higher level education. It's no different. It's no different. But if you walk into Best Buy and all there's available is like, oh, I'm just going to buy some software, or I'm just going to buy some DVDs, and there's nothing else in the store, and the store is massive. You think the store's going to last? No, not at all. It will go out of business. Are you guys getting an aha moment here? And I broke it down this way for you guys to understand the hybrid approach. Because Best Buy needed that hybrid approach. Or they won't stay in business long at all. You understand now? So I want you guys to really wake up and realize that don't rely on just the residual income or you're going to lose money. Okay? You need to be like a business owner in order for you to make a lot of money.
Yes.
A lot of money, like $250,000 a month. And it doesn't take, I'm telling you, $25 a month with 10,000 affiliates. Think about that. We knew business owners that were earning $1 million a month. $1 million a month with certain residual income. That wasn't even that much. Because it's about the volume. You cannot compete with that. Sorry to say, you cannot compete with that.
No, you can't.
The only way you can compete with that is with high ticket.
It'll get you there faster.
Okay? Now remember, company owners don't make much money off a high ticket.
No,
They make more money off the residual aspect because of the volume.
of course. Yeah.
And they'll take the residual aspect and they'll roll it back into advertising to keep filling the pipeline. You guys want more? Let me just educate you more. I want you guys to get so much value tonight, your head's going to spin. Because when you start advertising with that kind of money, you can scale to some beautiful numbers where your business will just take off. Because we talk about filling the pipeline. What does that mean, filling the pipeline? You're constantly filling the pipeline and bringing new people in all the time into the funnel, right? You got leads coming in, and if your offer is spot on, you're going to get front-end buyers.
Yep.
Now let's talk about those front-end buyers. Now the front-end buyers, you get, sometimes a free trial or a small price point in the very beginning, like $25 a month, $50 a month, whatever it is, right? That's to get the foot in the door. Now, tell me, even if you make $125 a month, $150 a month, right? How much are you going to make if you got 200 people? Do the math. $150 a month, you got 200 people, right? How much is that? You got 200 people in your business, you're earning $150 a month. What is that? $30,000, right? But to get to that $30,000, you got to have high ticket, and you got to have a bigger volume
Numbers don't lie.
coming in. All right?
There it is. There's the reality.
And when you look at the statistics, the majority never get close to that. Never get close to that. Not with residual. No. Okay, we'll give you some numbers that we've done. We've done 30K in 30 days. We've done 42K in 15 weeks. 20K in 5 weeks. Like, we've done some big numbers, right? We've done 50K, right?
Yep.
So there's different but is that a month? Is that happening? No, it's the high ticket that adds up very, very quickly,
Yes.
right? I want you to think about that. Like, again, that's how we made big money. And we continue to make big money. Not the small amount, not the residual,
Like, we don't even count that.
right?
Yeah. we
I mean,
don't even count it.
there's a company right now that everybody's talking about, Save a Lot, or what is it? Save a Lot? Save or something.
Did you just say
I said
Save a Lot?
yeah.
That's the supermarket.
Yeah.
Oh my
it was-
God.
Yeah,
It's
save something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a save something. All right? It's ridiculous, though. You're going to earn little bit of commissions.
Save Club. I remember now.
Yeah, it's still Save a Lot. Right? It's another Save a Lot.
While you're spending more.
While you're spending more. But the problem is, people get excited over crap. Right? People get excited over crap. They go, oh my God, I'm going to go into the Save Club and I'm going to earn so much money and save money. Stop having that broke mentality about saving money. Think about earning money so you never have to worry about saving money. You get what I'm saying? You understand? It's a whole different mindset.
Yep, we went there.
And we see
We went
people.
there.
We see people
Yep.
get excited because people are saying, "Hey, join Save Club because you're going to be able to have financial freedom, earning a small amount of residual income." Give me a freaking break! It's ridiculous, and people that believe that should be ashamed of themselves. No common sense.
None.
They just follow the herd.
Yep.
Right? If they thought for themselves and say, look, I deserve to earn more
That's right.
because I believe that I can earn high levels of income because I deserve high levels of income. I deserve to earn more. Right? It's a whole different mindset. But it's a scarcity mindset. Like, well, if it's cheaper, I can sell a lot more cheaper products, and then I can make more money, and I shouldn't have any problem selling it. I got news to tell you. You're still going to have problems selling it, even if it's a small amount.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't mean it's going to sell more.
It doesn't.
That's such misleading.
Very misleading.
That's such a lie. Because I've seen people sell big ticket items that were struggling to sell small ticket items. Once we coached them, yeah, no problem. They can sell high ticket now,
They can.
right? We had one person, I remember, did not earn a high ticket commission ever, not one. We gave him the formula, started earning high ticket commission. All right? Changed his life forever. Forever. Young woman. We helped her earn literally up to 6 figures. I say up to 6 figures because she almost got there, then she quit. Why? Because she got into some challenges. And then she jumped the ship to another ship. And guess what happened? It failed. But if she would have stuck with it and learned how to fill that leaky bucket, guess what would have happened? She would have earned beyond 6 figures. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand something. You can earn high ticket income. You can earn high levels of income. You just have to understand that you're worth it. Never think in your mind that if you sell something smaller, then you're going to be able to sell it easier.
That's right.
That is the biggest
Worst
lie.
mistake ever to do.
Okay, we've sold our biggest ticket product that we ever sold online is literally 30 grand. And we sold it multiple times. Okay? One sale, 30 grand
With affiliate marketing.
with affiliate marketing. Was it a hard sale? No, it's the same as selling something else. It's all about the value that you offer and how you offer that value. And what I mean is, do you think you're worth it? Right? Let's flood that bucket to the point that that leaky bucket doesn't even exist anymore. It's always going to be drip, drip, drip. But you got so much going on that it doesn't matter anymore. Because you're not relying on just a residual anymore. You're relying on a high ticket commission to come in that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, when you earn that high ticket commission, tell yourself that you are worth more. A lot more. Because you could talk to someone that doesn't understand and they'll be like, oh, well, how are you going to do that? How are you going to earn that?
All the time.
Well, what do you mean?
Yep.
Don't you think I'm worth it? Right? Everybody here that's watching us live right now, I believe every single one of you is worth it to earn more. But you have to believe that. Because it is a mindset.
It is.
Because people get scared like, oh, I got to sell something for $2,000? It's just a number.
Exactly.
What are you offering? You're offering something to change someone's life. And when I say, do you think you're worth it? You are. When you take and you invest in yourself and you start educating yourself and getting more knowledge and more wisdom, that's when you know you're giving more value because of what you're putting up here.
Yeah.
It's the learn, do, teach model that we always talk about.
Yes.
The more that you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become to the marketplace, the more valuable you become that you know that you're worth it. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't invest in yourself. So whenever you have a doubt, always remind yourself like, no, I'm worth it. Because I invested in myself. And every day I'm learning more and more and I'm getting better and I'm improving every day. That's when you know you've made it. And no disbelief from anyone or anything, or even if you're having a bad day, is going to stop you at all. You may fall, but you still get back up.
That's right.
That's what it's all about. There's a, I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese proverb, like fall down 7 times, get up 8. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Right. I could have it wrong, I don't know. But the point is, you fall down, you just keep getting up. You're fighting. What you're fighting for is being an entrepreneur. Every entrepreneur fights. Right? Every entrepreneur fights.
And they don't settle.
They fight, exactly. They fight for their own economy. Mm-hmm. That's the freedom.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about like, well, do you want freedom? Freedom? What's freedom? Freedom is what you can imagine what you can do with the money that you're earning. When you create your own economy. Because when you're an entrepreneur and you're earning high ticket income and you're building your business, you're starting to understand, and you're starting to create your own economy. You're not relying on another business to create your economy. That's their economy. Yeah, they give you a paycheck, but that's their economy.
Right. We have T-shirts that have the brand is Warrior Entrepreneurs. There's a reason for being a warrior.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I didn't say worrier. I said warrior.
That's a good one.
Big difference.
No, exactly.
So what are you fighting for? You're fighting to be a warrior. That's what you're fighting for.
Exactly. So guys, let's get into it. Any questions?
Yeah, there is, Rich. Let's
Any
take a
questions?
look.
Let's go.
I'll go over here to the group. You go look over there in the
See
chat.
here. What if I make? Let's see. What if I market HBA as 155 biz, $25 funnel builder plus, 125 marketing platform at times. 75 people equates to 10,000 a month, right? Absolutely. Now you have the residual, and then you have the back end with HBA with the oh God, I'm drawing a brain fart. It is the Financial Literacy Academy, right? Without that, it's very difficult to build some big numbers with HBA. You need to combine that together. You see how they have their Ascend model, right? Now that helps build that residual, but also builds the back end as well. If you look at HBA, it has the $25, then the 125, and then you have the 500, right? So that way you're earning $400 commission, $100 commission, and a $20 commission. So that now you're earning the residual, but you're also earning a chunk on the back end. That's sustainable, but you also have to think about another, like, how could I get to a higher ticket, right? How could I get to a higher ticket? Don't let go what you got. You always add, you never subtract.
Exactly.
Subtracting is the worst thing you could do
Exactly.
because you're essentially you're breaking up your ecosystem.
And that's what you have to
and-
focus on
yeah.
building. It's not just one offer. It's literally having, multiple streams of income, right?
Yeah.
Building that security, that ecosystem. You got to have it in place. If you don't, it's like a machine. It's not the ATM machine that you want. It's not built right. Okay, it ain't gonna be
Exactly.
spitting out money like you want it to.
And that's
Yeah.
that's why we talk about like funded proposals, high ticket,
Right.
mid ticket, residual. But if it's just residual and nothing else, like a lot of network marketing companies out there, it's very difficult. It really is. And that's what Mike Dillon was talking about, that leaky bucket syndrome, right? Let me tell you something. When I met Mike, Mike was in a high ticket affiliate marketing company, and he came from network marketing. And he's the one that coined that. He said, it's a leaky bucket syndrome. So.
Right. Okay. So let's see what else there is there. Did you answer that question right here? This one?
Let's see here.
Says you guys sent me a 3K framework and I don't understand because I'm in HBA, not PLS. Are you guys saying I can't make this happen with HBA?
Wrong. You're missing the whole point. When you have residual income with a back-end offer, the HBA has, yes, you can get to that point. What I'm saying is you always want to think about like we've helped you out a little bit, Donald, right? And you've sold some products as far as like a couple $1,000s, right? What does that do for you when you sell a product for a couple $1,000s? You just earn a pretty large, substantial amount of income fairly quickly.
Exactly.
Along with the residual, along with your mid-ticket. Essentially what you're doing is you're creating your own ecosystem. You're not removing anything, you're adding to it. Okay? I think you're looking at it the wrong way.
I think that makes better sense now
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Did you get it this time? Let us know. Let's see.
Has nothing to do with like PLS or
Yeah.
It's understanding the ecosystem.
Okay, so I remember in National Wealth Center, I had $1,000 monthly residual income, and it just vanished because my people in my business quit. Then the company closed its doors soon afterwards because the marketing director got indicted by the FTC regarding another company he was in. It was a mess. But HBA is different. Good owners, good product, and a good comp plan. But I can't sustain it because of the climate in residual low ticket buyers.
I mean, if you're just selling something for $25 a month, then you got a problem, right? But when you start excelling and growing to a higher residual, then you can start growing that residual income, okay? But don't forget, you also have the $500 on the back end that gives you a pretty good chunk of income on the back end. So that's good for you. Now, you can't take the mentality of what happened in the past into what you're doing now, okay? Because let's say, you know, you earn $1,000 from your last company and it got shut down. Heck, I did $20,000 in 5 weeks for my first company in 2009. They got shut down, not by the FTC, but for other reasons, right? And I was banking. That was my first six-figure income I've ever earned in my life. I never made that much money in my life. But when I wasn't happy, of course, when the company closed down, but I didn't want to take that mentality, what happened, into my new business. Because if I did, then I wouldn't be making money, right? I will always be thinking of the negativity of what happened in the past. So, but I want you to think about, like, the business model that you have right now is sustainable, okay? It is sustainable because it does have back-end profits. If it didn't have back-end profits, I'd be a little concerned, right? But you don't have to worry about it. I'm talking about, like, you know, small ticket commissions, like, again, Save Club, right? And it's so small that how's somebody supposed to grow? It's just ridiculous.
But
and some of the network marketing companies out
they
there,
don't see it that way, Rich.
right?
Yeah.
And some of the network marketing companies out there, they actually sell low, like really low or mid, but what they give you is peanuts. So how can you grow a business like that,
Yeah,
right?
and it's almost like, you know, like just going backwards. You talk about not making peanuts, but you go back to making peanuts
Yeah.
anyway, because you're following the herd mentality.
Exactly.
You know, it's like everything in your news feed you take for a fact, and it's not. You have to be very careful and use discretion every single time you see things, because we always, you know, believe that when everybody zigs, we zag.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know, like
Yep.
Ace and Rich, we're more knowledgeable and experienced. Like, we don't let that kind of stuff, you know, infiltrate on our plans, on what we're doing, and staying and pulling it away from our goals. Unless it's bringing us closer to our goals, then we would probably consider it. But if something like that happens, we know that if it's pulling us away from our goals, further away from our goals, we wouldn't even give 2 steps about it, nothing. We wouldn't even spend our time, waste our time with
Exactly.
something like that.
And that's
Absolutely.
why that's why we're still in HBA.
Yep.
You know, we love HBA.
Yeah,
And that's why we still build it, because we believe in the business model that it is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Donald Candies is back, and it says, yes, it makes sense. It says, what if I market HBA as a $155 business, $25 funnel builder?
Already answered that.
You did all that? Okay,
Yeah.
great. We got that. So should I sign up for PLS for additional high ticket income to go with my HBA?
Now, I can answer it this way. The only reason why I would look at PLS along with HBA together is because it does have a business model that we call funded proposal. So what does that mean? That means that they allow you to put your primary business. Power Lead System was designed in the very beginning, and still uses it as such, is that they don't want you to leave your business. They want you to use their business model to enhance your primary business on the back end. I can't tell you how many network marketers use Power Lead System to build a network marketing business. Mm-hmm. They also use, you know, for their affiliate marketing companies as well. Okay, and what happens is, think about this. You bring a large, substantial amount of people through a funnel, all right? And let's say that someone doesn't want to buy your lotion, your potion, your weight loss product. You just lost money. But what if that individual was already part of another company?
How are you going to save that one?
Right? If they're part of another company,
That's right.
and you're trying to convince them to join your company, you're shit out of luck. It's not going to happen.
And this is why, you know,
I like,
as affiliates who market with this strategy, and it is a strategy, a marketing strategy, we win every single time and don't leave any money on the table when somebody already has a business. Because we
Right.
can always close somebody like that because we can help them with their existing business model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different conversation.
It's a
right?
different conversation.
Like, okay, so Donald, think about this. If you're talking to, let's say if you're talking to other network marketers, just give me an example. You could have a conversation like, you know, asking specific questions on how's your business going? How long have you been in it, right? How are things working out for you?
Simpling.
Right?
Start simpling.
Simply.
Start simpling. Start making it simple.
Yeah, very simple.
Keep it simple.
Okay, keep it
Yeah.
very simple. And people say, oh, doing great, awesome. All right, could you use more leads? Yeah, I want more leads, of course. I need more business, I need to make more money.
Right.
Well, let me show you how you could generate leads, all right, for your business and profit from the people, this is the magic part, profit from the people who say no to your primary business.
That's it.
That's called a funded proposal,
That's the Ace and Rich way.
right?
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't invent it. I just
No.
learned it from somebody else,
Exactly.
right? And that's when we talk about building your business versus building a business, right? So for instance, we're a part of HBA. We love HBA, right? We keep building residual over there. But we also have a funded proposal at the same time. If somebody wants to join Power Release System, where they could actually come out on the front end, and they already have a business, and we say, look at that, stay in your business. We don't want you to leave your business.
Right.
But if we can market products and train you to the point where you can learn how to build your network marketing business or your affiliate marketing business, go for it. But guess what's waiting on the back end? Hey, we have a nice funnel builder for you. What's a funnel? Every business needs a funnel. They're all connected in the ecosystem.
Yep.
It's all connected. And it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Oh, you're making money? Great. Let's show you how to double that money.
And the reason why it's classified as a high ticket is because you make him $1,000 or more per sale.
Yeah, pretty much. In other words, it's just a lot of educational products,
Yeah.
great training.
Anything under $1,000 is mid-ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, some people consider $500 high ticket. I don't know why, but it's mid ticket. But it is considered high ticket. It is high ticket.
Here's a question.
Listen, it is high ticket on HBA for Financial Literacy Academy.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's 400, not 500.
No. It is. The only reason why the commission's less is because it's a one-time special offer when you go through the funnel.
Yeah. That's only 50%. I think it is 50% off
Right,
the
but
one time
if that person does
Yeah.
not take advantage of that half off
in 3 days.
in 3 days,
In 3 days.
they have to pay the full price, and guess what you're going to earn?
80%.
And how much is it?
$800.
You're pretty much close to high ticket.
There you go.
So realistically, it is a high ticket.
Yeah. But it's
But you have a sale going
Yeah.
on in the funnel. We call that scarcity timer,
Yeah.
right? So that way you take action.
Donald's question.
Okay, what's up?
Donald's active. He's asking lots of questions. This is
Good, I'm glad.
What else we can do for you, Donald? Next question. Right there.
Where is it? Right?
Uh-huh.
Good, ask it.
You just want me to read it.
Yeah, I love when you read.
Okay. Also, how does this work with my autoresponder with 2 businesses? Okay, so he's looking at it like he's got 2 businesses and he's got an autoresponder. How does that work for all of them?
Well, the great thing about HBA is we have one of the best funnel builders on the internet. So what we do is we connect those sales pages in PLS to our funnel builder.
One autoresponder for all.
One.
Just one.
See, here's the thing you have to understand. I like using a funnel builder because a funnel builder is designed specifically and dedicated as far as, I'm getting a little techie here, but it's a server that's more dedicated. What does that mean? That means that the speed of the funnel builder of the pages loading are a lot faster than just using a primary business page, right? A page builder, they call it. So for me, I've always liked funnel builders because being on a dedicated server, you have faster upload times, upload speed for your capture pages to generate more leads. If you go out there and generate leads with the funnel builder, you're going to get a higher opt-in rate. Why? Well, because we gave you the page, we build it for you. We know what's going to convert a higher percentage.
When they go all in.
Well, they go all in, exactly.
Yeah.
And then what happens is, when you're earning all those leads at a higher percentage, okay, now it's a big difference because the only reason why you're getting a lot higher conversions on the leads end is because of the upload speed time on those pages.
Exactly.
Now, with the same capture page that we built for you, if you have it on a slow server, okay, and it's not dedicated, what happens is it loads slower and people bounce off the page when it's still loading.
Right.
So therefore, your lead flow would be a lot less than it would have been if that page will upload faster.
Right.
This is why I prefer to use the funnel builder in HBA, right? And also, we still have all the products. We pay, for everything. And it's faster upload speed time. So I know that when I use the funnel builder, I can build anything, right? I don't use the PLS capture pages. I use the sales page because that's the offer for PLS, but I use the funnel builder to use it with the capture pages.
I think that's Francis' next question.
Yeah.
Francis comes in and says, should I start promoting this or that, or both?
Well, here's the thing we can do, okay? Since you're in PLS, you can use the PLS sales page on the front end, okay? Because the way PLS is set up, it has like, here's your steps. Go through your steps, and then on the, I think it's the fourth step, it tells you what the primary opportunity is automatically. And not only that, but in your follow-up email series, you should have a follow-up series with the emails guiding them back to your primary offer as well. Okay? I learned that years ago as well. It's not just about, promoting, the offer on the front end. It's about letting them know that you have a primary offer as well. Mm-hmm. Right? You got to talk to them.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like what happened with Donald just now.
Right.
It's like you sent me the 3K framework, but I'm not in that other program. I'm in this other program.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It
And
goes
people
hand in hand.
People could look at that and
Yeah.
get confused and go like, well, wait a minute, it's two different things. Well, not really, because you're building out an ecosystem.
Exactly.
And you got to understand the ecosystem.
Yes.
All right? Okay, let me give you an example. What happens if you're marketing HBA? Great. You earn residual, you build it up and everything. What happens if you market PLS on the front end and somebody buys all in but doesn't buy HBA? You earn commissions on the front end of PLS and you didn't earn any commissions on the back end. What happens if somebody buys something from PLS on the front end, doesn't buy anything on the back end, but buys something on the back end of HBA going through the process? Mm-hmm. You're not leaving any money on the table. That's the point. Okay? It's just, it's an advanced strategy, but it's powerful because now you're calling the shots. You're controlling your own ecosystem.
Donald says, if you pay $1,500 for PLS, do you get the $20? It's not $1,500. It's actually higher than that. That's $1,500 is the commission paid out to the affiliate.
Yes, $19.97. You get all the products.
Right.
And which
Yeah.
is a lot less than paying for them each.
Individually,
Yeah.
which saves you $700. That's the reason why they brought the price to
Yeah.
a special price to go all in. And instead of paying for separate, like Rich just said, you're going to save $700 in savings by just making the decision and just going all in yourself right there.
Yep, and then you
Yeah.
earn the $1,500 commissions
On the resale.
from selling the $19.97.
That's correct.
Yep.
Right. And there is the $20
Which is pretty
residual.
good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good high percentage.
That's really good.
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
that's really good.
You're not going to see that with other programs.
No,
They're not even
that's
gonna
what I
that.
do like about that. That's
Yeah.
more than 50%.
And so
Oh,
you get
and-
the 20 and the $400 in products that have all the products PLS has along with the 1,500. Yeah.
Yep.
So your gold residual will remain active, plus your 50% in matching check bonuses. If you look at the comp plan, it is there. The perpetual leverage compensation plan is all explained in the back office. If you are a member of Power Lead
Yep.
System, you want to take a look at that because that's been modified now and it reflects everything with the residuals. There's only 2 residual pieces in the back of the comp plan, and then everything else is related to one time.
Right,
So
exactly. So now when we talk about residual on the back end with HBA, we love the residual in the back office of HBA. But I still like the back end. If HBA did not have a back end, I wouldn't be in it.
right, and then like the waiting time, like when you're first getting started, you're brand new, you made your first sale, you still have to wait, a duration of waiting time so that the funds are cleared and before anybody actually.
But it's a lot faster.
Clawbacks, right? But after that, once your money starts to come in, you'll start noticing you can take the money out anytime you want because we get paid daily.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster than
It's faster.
other affiliate programs. Just so you know.
It is faster. That's
So,
why I like
that's why-
I like the daily pay.
Yeah, that's why everybody really likes that for that reason.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But again, you have to understand something. It's an ecosystem, what we're talking about here tonight. Right?
Exactly.
Like I said, I'm not knocking residual income, but without any high ticket, without, like, again.
Don't neglect it.
Yeah, again, like, I don't want to promote something that doesn't have any back-end offer. It just makes no sense. Okay? Now, we're talking about some advanced stuff here tonight, guys, so don't get confused. So if you
Yeah.
don't understand what's going on, just ask questions.
Yeah. Rashida says, can you help me build mine? I can't build anything. I tried. Rashida, when you go all in with HBA, we will do that. That's one of our bonuses we do. And we provide the winning capture page that we have for our team members. It is exclusive and privy to our team.
Yep.
And then we get you going. We set everything up. We combine it with your autoresponder. If you don't have an autoresponder, we recommend ours.
We set that up for you.
And we set that up for you. I do the copywriting on the emails. That's the bonus that I do for you. So I set you all up. And then all you can focus on is learning and driving traffic. That's it.
Right. And Donald Clinton says, so basically you can rock with both programs. Yeah, we do.
Yes.
That's the whole point. Yeah, I don't want to leave any money on the table.
No.
Right, not only that, but
Yeah.
now with this whole new AI offer
Yeah.
that PLS
and
has.
it duplicates.
Yeah.
Gosh, it totally duplicates.
Yep.
So what you've been trying to do all these years as a network marketer, trying to create duplication in that, and it's been very tough, you can create mass duplication with this kind of strategy,
Exactly.
the funder proposal.
So just, think about this. Create your own ecosystem. Don't leave any money on the table.
Don't.
Talk to people who have businesses,
Yes.
and also talk to people who don't have a business.
Yes,
Right? Two different conversations. Now you just branched out and broadened your audience.
sure can.
Right?
Yeah.
Because think about it. If someone has a business, why would you try to convince them to join your primary opportunity? That makes no sense.
I said it before, I'll say it
Right.
again, just like I tell my students. So you're not in the convincing business. You're in the education business.
And again, this is something I learned back in 2008. I've
That's
known
right.
this for years. That's the first, strategy that I've ever, that I learned.
Yeah.
And I learned it from other people. Like I said, I didn't invent this. I just learned this from other people. Because you have to have a winning offer, number one, but you also have to make sure that you just don't rely on a primary business. Because you're trying to convince people, and we always said we're not in the business of convincing people. We're in the business to help people grow their businesses, and also if they never had a business, what business model would be good for them.
That's right.
Okay?
Cool. Great show.
A lot of
Yeah.
value. A lot of
Yeah.
value. Whew, 9:01 already.
And I know you guys loved it because I can see the comments here in our
Thank you
group.
for the hearts,
Yes.
guys. We really appreciate the
Thank
hearts,
you.
the thumbs ups. We really appreciate that. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
better crowd tonight. I love it. That's awesome.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, we'll take one more question. If not, we'll wrap it up. It's already been an hour. Wow,
Yeah.
love it.
Yes. They say we look cute with the same color shirt.
Oh yeah, we both got the same color shirt
I
on
think we're
tonight.
shopping each other's closets.
Yeah. Well, we're all tropical colors.
No, this
bright
looks
colors.
awesome though too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I miss my bike. Yeah. All right.
Any others? Last question before we go.
Oh, more hearts. Love
Thank
it.
you for the hearts.
Thank you for the hearts.
Yeah, this was
Appreciate
fire.
that.
This was real fire because the stuff
We
that
went a
you
little
say-
bit. We went a little bit advanced, but that's okay, guys,
Yeah.
because you guys are always learning and growing, and we want to just
Trying to teach you guys how to run a business. Dang.
Yes, yes. You take control.
Yeah.
Control the reins in your business. Create your own ecosystem. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't.
Don't fall for the smoke and
Okay.
mirrors.
And you know what's great too? I mean, think about it. Like you have your own autoresponder. You could add that to your ecosystem.
That's right.
It all ties together, guys.
Again, if you're looking at something, somebody's approaching you, they're a really good friend, you trust them for 5 to 10 years, you know them for a while, you've been following them for a while, make sure they live up to, what they're doing, and be careful with what you're doing out there because there's a lot of programs right now, they're trying to go hybrid, but like Rich said, we just broke it down, and if you need to see this show on replay, watch this replay, share it with a friend that
Yes.
you know that is probably going through that right now. Maybe they lost their position in the other program and they need to get their head straight and they need to look at something and really get a bigger picture, a bigger perspective, what's really going on in this industry because we're in 2025 right now and we need to start looking at things with a fresh pair of eyes and new lenses. There's too much smoke and mirrors out there and it's just going to keep you broke, it's going to keep you struggling, it's going to keep you circling around and burning bridges and relationships at the same time. And you don't want
Yep.
that. You want to build a sustainable, profitable business that's going to last you a long time.
I'm gonna leave you with two things, guys. Okay, this is gonna be very, very powerful. Also, PLS again is designed generically. That means it's generic. It's not a primary opportunity. It's generic
It's
to
neither.
funnel any business
Yeah.
to funnel any business
Yes.
into it. This is so important and so valuable because They just added something inside there that made it even more generic. What that means is they're driving traffic for you now, for your business. So that means your business on the back end, as they go through the process, they're driving traffic for you now, generating leads for you and your business, right? So instead of having to go out there and drive traffic yourself, it's like a one-stop shop, right? It's generic for any business out there.
I like that. I really do like that you said that, because when they're driving traffic for you, those leads that are coming in to that program are also going to see the primary business on the back end. So it's
Exactly.
not like, oh, I got to buy, paid traffic over here for this program and for this program, and then I got to buy paid traffic for that program.
No.
No.
It's one funnel system, one funnel ecosystem.
It's not set up that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, and that's the power of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. You know what I should do? I should do a training on funded proposals and Inner
That'd be
Circle.
great. I think you should do that.
Yeah. I
You're
think I
good
will
at
do
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Awesome.
be cool.
You guys hear that? All you guys who are in Inner Circle?
Fire.
I'm going to do a training on funded proposals.
Yeah, that'd be great. Fire.
All right,
Fire
guys.
emoji.
Let's wrap this up. I know we've been here for a while, and I just want to really just give you guys some really great value this evening and let you know that you are more in control of your business than you ever imagined.
Yes.
All right? So with that being said, guys, my name is Rich Guzman,
And my name is Ace Guzman.
and we'll see you next time, same time, same bat channel,
That's right.
same T-shirts. All right, guys, have a great night and have a great weekend.
Bye now.